Uh, 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 We gon' dominate the one that keep it close to the street. Dominate the day if you're part of the nation. We alive every Friday, we offer free admission. All walks of life do participation. If you a talented artist, the next big musician, maybe someone that is building a whole new organization, I got you. Come, it's time for domination. It's time for domination. Fridays dominate the weekend. It's dominate the nation. Come with me. It's dominate the day.
What's up, everybody? It's Domination, guys. It's good to have you back here on a Friday, and you already know it is time to get ready for the Spurs to dominate the Knicks here in San Antonio. That's right. That's right. And I know all my San Antonians are ready, and I don't know where all these Knicks fans came. What do you think about that, Natasha? What do you think about all these Knicks fans?
I think they should.
I think so too. Oh my God. I'm like, when I was watching the game, I was like, what are all these blue and orange people coming from?
Yeah, I went to the Pro yesterday, and they were everywhere, and it was really brave of them to be wearing jerseys. Honestly, they're getting ready for the Spurs watch party at the Pro, and there's a whole bunch of Knicks fans just walking around in their jerseys.
I mean, they are super brave. I mean,
And they were talking shit about me. Not about me, sorry. They're talking shit about our jerseys. And I was walking behind them in my jersey.
oh my
And I was like, excuse me,
brave.
walk through them.
Uh-huh. I mean, honestly, they don't know how it is here in San Antonio. I mean, you see that we go honking for any time we win,
Yeah.
and you see how crazy it gets. I mean, our fans are some of the greatest fans in the world,
Agree.
and I feel like since Spurs are an international team, that we have all over the place.
No, yeah. Yeah. No,
But it's just I think these people are very daring out there, I swear. Wow. Yeah, seriously. And now San Antonio doesn't have any other teams other than the Spurs.
right now, yeah.
I mean, we have the missions, but the missions aren't professional. They are
Right.
was it B League, I guess?
What's the
Minor league.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, I mean, we love their baseball. Don't get me wrong, but we can't ever have a football team because it's between the Houston Texans and the Cowboys.
Which honestly is fine. We don't need a football team.
We don't need one
Yeah.
because you know what, Jerry, we won championships this year. Okay, this century.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you would learn from our Spurs that we have a winning attitude, we have the best fans in the world. I mean, I mean, you could learn from our organization. But no, I'm glad to have you here, Natasha, and we're all happy to have you. It's been so long, I swear.
I know.
I know. I'm really good, super busy, and you do so much. I mean, I remember when we first talked with 210 Culture, and then COVID hit, and you went to New York. Which New York, you're welcome. We gave you one of our best nurses, and now you're a practitioner.
Nurse practitioner.
Now she's a nurse practitioner. I mean, come on, she helped all y'all. Y'all are probably all sick, and she was like, "I got you. I'm from San Antonio. We
Yeah.
can save you."
Yeah.
And it's just honestly, now y'all are talking about a jersey. Come on, man, that's messed up. But we are just, today, June is Pride Month, and I love all my LBGTQ, family out there. I have cousins, I have friends, I have people that I respect out there in the community, business owners, people in the high Congress government that they are still fighting for people to be given the right to just be themselves. And I just feel like we need to acknowledge them and make sure to let them know, hey, we're here for you because you know what? As minorities, we've fought for the same thing. Like we fought to be recognized as people,
Right.
not just as brown, black, or color, And just like sexuality shouldn't be known as, treating you as second class citizens. And now it's like I have an aunt and like I love her to death. She's my godmother. And you know what? For the longest time didn't know that she was different because she's always been normal. And it doesn't mean that they're not normal. It just means they just choose to love somebody different from what we're told.
Yeah, but honestly, like who has any right to tell us?
Right. What's normal?
Right? Yeah, right. Like what is normal?
Exactly. What is
Who
normal?
defines it?
Honestly, when growing up, I mean, all our parents that were older generation, they were told what was normal, and then they tell their kids what's normal. And then unless we break what's normal and change it, and then the new normalcy comes in, where it's like we make what's normal in community. Like we're the ones that making the laws. Like our generation
Yeah.
is the one that can make that happen.
Right. Well, and like I tell my kids too, I don't care what you do, as long as you're happy and you're healthy, you're not hurting yourself or anybody else. I literally don't care.
Yeah,
And, like
as
school
long as
doesn't
you're happy.
matter, who you love doesn't matter, what you do doesn't matter. As long as you fit that criteria, then
Are you like? I think one of the things I am more concerned about is, are you a good person?
salute.
Because you could be gay, straight, trans, anything, but if you're not a good person, then what are we doing?
Mhm.
I mean, if you're fighting for your right to be who you want to be, then you got to be a good person just to be like, hey, I'm doing my duty as a human being. I'm paying my bills. I'm taking care of my family, and you know what? I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be who I want to be. The pursuit of happiness.
And like that's all I care about. I mean, life is too short to not.
Yes.
So
I
why would you be miserable to fit into a box of normalcy based on what you've been told, based on like you said, what other people have been told? Like, fuck that. And do what I want. It's my life.
exactly. No, yeah, no, I totally agree. I think everybody should definitely be that way. I think they should know whether they're not what makes them happy, they'll do it. I'm just sure I know it's hard because a lot of people still want to hide themselves because they feel like they're still judged, they're still being put down. I know, a lot of the older generation, not all, but most of them are still in that headspace like normalcy is a man and a woman because genetics, this has been since Adam and Eve. But at the end of the day, when you look at scripture, it says, love your neighbor, treat people the way you want to be treated, respect one another. I mean, it doesn't say that you can't be gay. It doesn't say anything about that. Jesus loved everybody. Didn't matter what walk of life you were doing. He was like, I'll wash your feet. I'll take you under my wing. I'll take care of you. I'm going to die for everyone's sins, not just one set of people.
But also, like, what sins am I committing because I choose to live my life?
Right.
If we're good people and we put good out into the world, then what does it matter?
Exactly. What? Because she loves somebody that scripture doesn't like is trying to say that is damned, but she's not doing anything to anybody. She's loving somebody that she loves. Love should not be defined to just a man and a woman. Love could be between anybody. I mean, I love my dog. She's part of my family. I love my friends. It doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, love is universal.
I think it just goes down to like accepting people who they are, and if it doesn't fit into your likes or whatever, I mean that's your prerogative, right? Like who you choose to have in your life, but it doesn't mean to like ban somebody else or punish somebody else or talk shit about somebody else. Like it's just if they don't fit in your life, that's okay. They don't have to be in your life.
Right.
That's free will. Like we're adults, you know what I mean?
We are adults. And free will is given to everybody. I mean, If you feel like you don't have the will to do what you feel, then I mean, I feel like that's an internal issue. Some people have internal problems where they cannot be who they want to be because they feel like they be letting people down in a sense, but you're letting yourself down
Right.
because you're going to be unhappy.
Right.
I mean, you shouldn't be unhappy. You should choose happiness.
And for me, it wasn't a thought or there was no hesitancy to like, yes, this is a person that I'm with, like ever because it's really nobody's business. But if I
Of course,
choose
it's
to
not
let it
anyway.
be business, then know that it's for a reason. Like I love this person, I care about this person, and if my kids are fine with it, like
Then that's
that's
all that
all I
matters.
care about. Like that's truly all I care about. What's shitty though, I will tell you, is on because I am a content creator. It's one of the things that I do. Every time I post her or her and I lose followers, which
What?
is shitty. Yeah, every time. Yeah.
Well, that is wild. Like that's
Like I don't feel like I'm doing anything or like there's nothing we're not being, like excessive or, anything that some people might say, oh, that's too much. I don't want to see that. Like it's literally just us like on vacation or us, you know what I mean?
right.
Same photos that other people would post too as a couple, even if they're heterosexual and like nobody like unfollows them because, oh no, like you're in a heterosexual relationship. I'm going to unfollow you. What? So why would it make sense if like I'm not in a heterosexual relationship? Like why unfollow?
Exactly. I mean, look, I'm like, people that I think because I mean, I see like heterosexual couples kissing in public,
Sure.
and then I'm like, okay, that's love. And then I see gay couples that are touchy-feely in public. Okay, that's love.
Right.
I mean, what there's nothing different other than it's the same sex,
Right.
and it's what the bottom line is. It's love.
Right.
And if you're loving somebody and you want to show it to the world, why are you persecuted for it?
Right.
Why is it because I think people do it because maybe they're envious and they don't want to come out and they don't want to be themselves and they want to bring other people down.
Sure.
And then of course there's the people that are just haters
Yeah.
and they just feel like that this if you think love is an abomination, then like why do you want to bring other people down? Just be miserable yourself.
Literally. Keep that shit to
Yeah, keep it to yourself. I mean,
yourself.
honestly, it's where nobody is like nobody should bring other people down. Like imagine if your child is in this situation. I mean, I think with kids, I mean, some kids know at a certain age. I think it's when you're finding yourself as a teenager, and that's when you're starting to find your sexuality is because as a in elementary, all boys are like, oh, girls, and then they grow up and like, oh, girls, oh,
Yeah.
and then they go the same thing for girls and guys, and then they're like, wait, and then they're like, wait, I don't feel the same as the other guys, or the girls are like, I don't feel like the other girls in that sense.
Right.
Who do they go and talk to? It's like it's hard for kids to grow in their teen years and try to find themselves. Because I don't think people truly find themselves till after 18 and going into college. And then that's when you're an adult, and then you're seeing in college like there's free thinking. They tell you to make your own ideas, make your own thoughts, be your own person. And that's where like a lot of people end up finding like, oh, I'm gay or I'm straight or I'm bi and all that. Like you got to go through life to figure yourself out.
I mean, sure, but it's also, I mean,
Some people just know.
they just know from, yeah, very young age. Like, if that's their earliest memory is knowing that
They just
they,
feel different.
right, they felt an attraction to, like, maybe they saw a movie and, like, well,
They felt a certain way
girl, and I
against
like
the
that girl.
characters.
Right. But they just don't know how to define it.
Right.
And also, I mean, your prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed until the age of 26.
Exactly.
So,
That's what I was going to say.
so
Too.
even with like decision making in general, right? We don't start to truly make good decisions until at least that age, right? Because we're going off of emotion. Whatever It's like life experiences. So yes, we do have to experience life, but I don't feel like that age is a definition of knowing who you love.
Who you are.
Right.
Yeah, no, I totally agree because you know what? Like, I had a friend, growing up in elementary, and you know what? We were all, guys, when we hang out together, like we always do, like sleepovers, play games and all that. I mean, you have boys, you understand, like sometimes they're like, roughhousing or just being, and then you figure out that, not all of us are the same. Like some of us are very, like we don't like to be very all macho. Some of us are very timid and just trying to understand like oh if I if I'm not like the other guys, then they're not gonna want to hang out with me. And you know what? And like my friend, I would tell him, you know what, honestly, we're all different. I mean, we're not the same. I mean, I have a brother. Me and him are very different. I'm an extrovert. He's an introvert. But you know what? If my brother were to come out to me and say, "Yeah, I think I like guys," I'd be like, "Okay, no problem." You know what? Honestly, it's not a big deal. And I applaud you for letting me know because I know it's hard to tell somebody because you're afraid to be judged. And being everybody is afraid to be judged. I think like for doing things like for me it was my dad because my dad was a successful man and he took care of the family and I felt like if I were to upset him or anger him with my life decision then I would feel a type of way myself because he's my dad and I don't want to disappoint him.
But it's also, where does that disappointment
Come from.
right?
Right.
Because if it's like, I'm sure he might want you to be like an engineer, right? But let's say
All dads want you to be
right,
something like a doctor,
right,
engineer,
right,
professional.
right. But let's say you love video games, so you're a video game creator. There's a difference between like, hey, son, kind of disappointed that you're not an engineer, versus, but you're still safe and you're healthy, right?
Right.
Versus
You're still successful.
right, versus you being like unhoused and like under a bridge somewhere,
Living at home.
addicted to drugs or something. You know what I
Drugs,
mean? Like they're like,
always in prison.
but like pick your discipline. That's how I feel like as parents, and I feel like as millennial parents, like we definitely think about things differently because we don't want to be our parents. And not in a shitty way. So like
Right.
not saying our parents
Yeah, not at all.
but we're more open to I think freedom, ideas, ways of life, where I think that our parents, because they were taught by their parents, right, to be a little more closed minded. And it's like this is the right path and that's it. But it's our life. And so it goes whatever path it's supposed to go. Honestly, I feel like God leads us to whatever path we're supposed to be. He opens doors and closes doors. And that's my belief, right? Like of course we work towards certain, goals, but certain doors won't open if they're not meant to be open. You know what I mean? And yeah. I'm like
No,
yeah.
not at all. But it's the disappointment comes from ourselves. I think it like we because we feel like we have to please people, but at the end of the day, we just gotta please ourselves.
Right. And I'm a reformed people pleaser. Like yeah, yeah, I used to be, and I used to burn myself out trying to please everybody and realizing I was pouring into everybody but myself. Wow. So sitting with myself and being an empty cup and nobody pouring back into me, like, okay, so I had to stop and be like, okay, now I need to know boundaries, healthy boundaries.
Yes.
And setting those healthy boundaries with everybody. I don't care if it's family, friends, business. I don't care what it is. Like, this is what I am. This is what I'm not. This is what I will stand for. This is what I won't. And standing on it. It's like
Drawing the line in the sand.
but from the beginning.
Mm.
And I feel like that's the point. A lot of people worried about disappointing somebody or upsetting somebody or pushing somebody away. When like if that person's meant to be in your life in whatever capacity,
They'll
they'll
accept you the way you are.
exactly.
No, yeah, that's definitely true, and I applaud you for choosing to say it. Uh, yeah, like there's some times where I feel like when I create like when I decided to split up from two-day culture, that I felt like, maybe, maybe I did it just like my friends that went off and did it themselves. Instead of telling me that, oh, why don't we just go try to do it again together? No. No, I figured out that, you know what, I have the capability of being my own master of my own life, and I'm gonna do what I can do. And I know I have the ability to do it. And I because I'm a people pleaser and I wanna not step on people's toes because all my life I've had to walk on eggshells because I don't wanna either argue or have arguments or anger people. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet.
Just saying. Throw some chili in there too.
Yeah, yeah, the spiciness. Yeah, I mean, hey, well, I'm glad that you are who you are, Natasha. Because you know what, like you've never given me that vibe that you would settle for less. And I again, that's why I love having you on the show because you're always up here because you keep yourself at a high tier.
Thanks.
And you know what? I'm glad that you're still pushing forward, even though people are like, unfollowing and everything. Like you said, if they're meant to be in your life, they're gonna be in your life without having to make you go choose lesser than yourself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hide who I am or who I love or
Yeah, why?
yeah, for what? To make you more comfortable?
What are those people that unfollowed you do for you?
Oh yeah, and I don't even know who they are, and like I don't care. It's more just like my page is meant for content and to work with
Exactly.
brands and businesses, and so
Helping people out.
trying to. I haven't recently. I've pulled back for a couple of reasons, but I want to get back into it. So having to gain followers in order to work with certain brands or businesses is helpful.
Yes.
But if you're gonna unfollow me because of who I love, then you will buy.
No, I totally agree
You
with
can
you
block me
on
while you're at it. I don't
that.
care.
Hey, if I mean, like, she's here to stay. Natasha's not going anywhere. I mean, hey, I mean, Norteño 210, and when you were doing your show, hey, you did it perfectly. Though your questions, the people you brought on, so great, and like, there should be no reason why it stops.
Yeah.
But there's people out there that want to prey on the downfall and always want to bring people down. I mean, like when the whole I mean, I'm not political, but like when, like the nighttime, like the people who do the nighttime show, like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, they were cut off from doing their show because their opinions about what's going on, and they chose not to stand down.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to stand down. It says you have the freedom of speech and the freedom to pursue happiness.
Yeah.
So with those being said in our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, we have the ability to do that. And anybody that stops you is denying you your rights.
Yeah.
To be who you are and what you stand for.
But even goes down to like the community. I saw last week they did the first ever Pride, I believe, celebration. It was the first day of Pride. And they raised a Pride flag. And I was reading the comments, and it's just like it's so frustrating how small-minded people are. Like someone was like,
Yes.
"Why don't they put a straight flag up there?" What's a straight?
What's a straight flag?
What's a straight?
Um,
Please show me what a straight
yeah.
flag is.
Is it like one color and a
Right,
arrow?
right? Like I don't. And then they're like, "Oh, like this is despicable. This is disgusting. Like San Antonio is ridiculous." Like, and then talking shit about the mayor because our mayor's gay. Like it's like it doesn't it shouldn't matter. And then they're like, oh well, why wouldn't they put a Texas flag? Or and someone else was like, well, we should put a Confederate flag. I'm like,
Hey, we're supposed to grow from that, guys. Come on.
like this is growth. This shows that we are
Living in the times that are like we should be in a modern age that we should be able to accept different sexualities and different types of people that should be fun. Like I still feel like it's difficult to still as a Hispanic man to date outside your culture sometimes because people still look at you weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, well,
even like if it was like dating outside your culture, and then also dating outside your sex, you're dating the same sex.
yeah,
You get looked at in a certain way, and I'm just like, it's love.
it happens to, like every day.
Really.
Anywhere I go with her, there's somebody that's like, what? Why? Why does it matter? Or it's the opposite, and then we get comments that are very inappropriate. And
Oh
so I'm
God,
like, guys, like,
not those.
yes, but I'm like, be respectful. Like,
You're in
in both,
public.
whether you like it or whether you don't like it, be respectful.
The respectful thing to do is just look forward. Just
Yeah.
keep going forward. Don't give a bad, roll your eyes. Don't like, you hear it. People like they just, and it's despicable.
Hmm.
It feels like you can't live your life, and these people are just making it feel like worse.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't care.
You don't
It's just
care.
but it's okay. I'm not losing sleep over it, but it is annoying
It's
because I'm
annoying.
like, stop. Like,
And not
what does
just
it matter?
is the way she lives her life making you lose sleep? Is it the way that she's happy
Right.
making you upset? What?
Right.
It shouldn't. Like, if she can be happy, go be happy yourself. Like, it's not trying to make anybody angry.
Yeah.
You're not trying to do it to make a social statement. She chose happiness over being unhappy. I mean, that should be the goal of everybody's life. Like, if you go out in the world and you find that one person, either straight or gay, or trans, or queer, or bi, or anything of that nature, I mean, you should choose to be happy, regardless if it's going to anger anybody. I mean, like, it was tough for it was tough for like my little cousins to just be, to say that they're gay. Because my dad, well, their dad, is a Christian, and they're being raised up a certain way, and in their home it was hard. Their parents would fight a lot, and they wouldn't pay attention to them, and of course, when you can't find love at home, you find it somewhere else. And a lot of times, you grow up quick. You end up like they ended up working at a Mexican restaurant, making money, and then they moved out of the house right at 17, 18. And then they lived together. And they decided, we're gonna live our lives the way according to ourselves. And now they have my little cousin Chris, he has a partner that asks us to go do surprise parties for his partner, my cousin, which is good. But also my little cousin Chris also dealt with some domestic violence before finding his partner now. And that's the thing. It's the same in all relationships. There's still domestic violence. There's still arguments. There's still and I guess the one thing that I guess has always been a question to me is like the roles, since there's no gender roles now. It's like just same sex. But like, do y'all depict roles for each other, or do you both have like choose to be the same?
In regards to like,
Like in a relationship, like somebody always says like if it was a gay couple, two gay men, one is more feminine and the other one's more or one's more dominant and the other one is submissive.
okay, no, I mean we just are who we
You're
are.
yourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
I
like
always
what?
just thought like
Yeah,
some people like would take on certain roles because now like in gender base, men and women, we I guess the old style was the man does this and the woman does this.
I mean the only thing that I would say I feel is like never talked about, but something that we have like in our relationship is like she's more protective. So she like if we're walking down the street, she walks on the outside, she pushes me on the inside.
Okay.
She's more masculine presenting,
Okay.
but she's very much a girl.
Right.
I mean, we do like face masks together and like pedicures and so you know what I mean? So
Still do the same
yes,
things together.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
yeah.
I think she takes on that protective role, which would be more of like the masculine considered. But we both protect one another. She just feels the need to
Be protected.
right, which
Shout out to protective partners. Shout out to those that open doors. Hold hands. Walk on the right side of the. Of course, the one who's I guess more protective usually does walk by the street and then keep the protected person that they love on the inside. Yeah,
she does open the door for me, car door.
these are a lot of things like gay or straight.
Yeah.
You should do these things.
Just be nice to your partner.
This is like showing that you care, and it goes for everybody. Like it doesn't matter like if you're straight or gay. It's if you love somebody, you're gonna go that extra mile.
Absolutely. And like I was telling my aunt earlier, I barbecue, like I do the lawn, or she'll help me, but it's like
Yeah.
there's no like, oh, you're more mask presenting,
So you do this,
right, so you do the lawn. Like what? No, like we'll just do it together. And we did fucking 6 hours of lawn work. Yeah, but I mean, and washing dishes, cooking, like we both do all of it, which I think everybody should.
Oh, for sure.
Like even in a heterosexual relationship, both should cook, clean, help each
You
other.
couldn't
You're like,
imagine like so many like okay, so just me being straight, I dated certain girls and they don't know how to cook or clean. And I'm like, by the time I was like I would say 7 years old, I was already helping out with cleaning and learning how to do clothes and all that. And it's just like my mother was just like, "You're gonna be a man that can do it all, so you
yes.
don't need a woman
Yeah.
in case if you are alone in life."
And women should know how to do it all. They don't need a man. Nobody should need each other.
Right. It should be we can do it all together.
Right. Like you should want your partner. You don't need a partner.
Bingo.
There's nobody that completes you. You are a complete person, but somebody can complement.
Yes, definitely. And that is like the main thing. We should all be able to do it all. At one point, our partner's gonna be sick and that's his partner, like we all have kids, like together. It's like make sure that we can do it all and show the kids
Yeah.
that you have the power to be the master of your own life.
Yeah. Like, like if you want to, like cook breakfast for the kids in the morning, take them to school, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or we trade it off, or like, hey, make sure they had a bath. And like, hey, I gotta go work, you gotta watch the kids. Like, doesn't matter what relationship you're in. It should just be a partnership.
And so when you have your kids and you're with your partner, do the kids like call her like a name or just call her by her first name or
No, they call her by her name. Yeah, but my daughter, because so my daughter found out, well, not found out, we told her, but
yeah, no.
we got married, and so she was like, "Wait, so you're like my stepmom?" And she's like, "Yes." So she's like, "So can I call you mom?" And we are like, "I mean, whatever you want," which she hasn't, and we're not gonna push that.
Push it,
It's
right.
whatever she wants to do. But yeah, I mean, they call her by her name.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, no, yeah, like because my aunt Sonia, she got married to Rose, and so I was like, we would play around, be like, "What's up, Aunt number two? What's up, Tia two?
oh,
Two
okay,
Tia?"
that's cute.
But then we were just like, we like Rose. Rose is a good name.
Yeah,
But no, she's a great lady. She was very family oriented, so she took care of her family. Like she was like the mom to like all her nieces, nephews, and even her siblings, even though they were older than her. But she was like definitely a big time mom figure and like a protector.
yeah,
So I could definitely feel like like taking on that role is like okay, like you just want to protect everybody and
right,
make sure everybody's okay.
right.
So it's the same thing. It's same for straight and gays and trans. I mean, there's always going to be somebody who cares more and that wants to be protector, and that they're going to be the one opening doors, making sure to walk on the right side, always. And that's where we're like, there's no difference. it's all love.
Right.
And and then also I feel like the community isn't very knowledgeable about what does the LBGTQ, and I think it's like etc. Because now there's different things um being was it like there's people that their sexuality is that they it's more of a like if they want to feel like it's not that I guess that it's not sexual, it's more of a feeling. Like they want to feel love instead of like just because nowadays a lot of people are just about sex, 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 sex. And it should be about it's here.
Yeah.
Because if you don't feel it here, then why should you do it there?
Right.
And
So there's like sapiosexual.
yeah, sexual. And
Yeah. Then there's demisexual.
demisexual. Yeah, see, there's different sexualities.
Right.
But some people don't understand what that is.
Like, well, demisexual is somebody who's attracted to somebody who's like intellect.
Intellect.
And they have to have a connection in order to feel any kind of physical attraction.
Yes.
So, and I think that's smart.
That's very smart, I think. Because think about it, when you get older and then looks fade, it's this that stays smart, stays attractive.
Right. It's your mind and your heart.
Mind and heart together.
Yeah, because looks will fade.
Exactly. And as long as you like love how you think and who you are inside, I mean, the love will never fade. And I agree on that. Like that should be the way people should be, but then again, when I feel like it's the way people are raised.
For sure.
And they see how their parents go about it, and they think that's okay.
Well, but that's all they know.
And that's all they know.
So yeah, because like you don't know what you don't know. So it's having to unlearn certain habits, but by surrounding yourself with people who are different from you, who grew up differently. Because if not, you stay in that same mindset. You're
Right.
kind of putting yourself in a box. So for
And
what?
there's a lot of people that have been raised in boxes.
That stay in boxes, and then they have kids, and they have kids, and they have kids.
And it's just an overstuffed box of people that are now conservative.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm sorry, guys. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's why we go out in the schooling system and like you meet with different kids, you meet with different adults when going through school, and especially college, you meet people from different states, different backgrounds, different countries, and then you're like, wow, like I really live in a big world
yeah,
because now you're meeting all these people, especially in the San Antonio, military city. We have so many people that just literally come here from military reasons, that marry in different countries and come bring their culture here. When Katrina hit, it brought a lot of people from Louisiana here. Um,
but San Antonio is a melting pot
Such a big
of
melting pot.
culture, and that's the thing that like upsets me too. And it's like a whole other thing. But like we're like, oh, San Antonio is boring. There's nothing to do here.
You're not looking in the right areas.
Or they're like, oh, it's like the same shit, same people. And I'm like, it's not. It's you going into the same
place
and expecting shit to change. Like you change.
Exactly.
Go somewhere else. Look around. Like
you got to go to Liberty Bar, go to Bar America,
right?
go to Rosario's.
Right? I'm like, just look up events.
Go to the Hemisphere Park.
So much, like for everybody, for every age. But anyway,
there's so much. I mean, if they could just fix the roads, I think it'd be great.
Honestly, if we can finish 1604, that'd be great.
Oh my God, yes. And 35, like, there's been so many times where I've been going on 35 at like 9 to 10 p.m. and they close it to one lane. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
It's just wow. But I'm sorry, guys. We're on the San Antonio tangent. But you gotta understand, Texas loves our road. We love our roads, and we've been investing in them for 20, 30, 40 years. And now we're expanding even more because San Antonio is the seventh growing city in the United States. I think we're gonna outgrow Houston at one point because we're already bigger than Austin. And you know what? And I thought it was stupid when they were like, they were talking about the Spurs going to be the Austin Spurs because the Austin Toros are there. I'm like, please, no, please. And if that's the case, you could just call them the I-35 Spurs.
Damn.
But no, like honestly, and that's like the other point of today's show is the Spurs coming out tonight. I know you saw game one. I know y'all saw game one. And if you're a Knicks fan,
Yeah.
go back to New York. But honestly, they're all young kids. I mean, the Knicks didn't make it last year. They got beat out by Boston. And so they're feeling a type of way right now. They're like, we want to win. And you see all the Ben Stiller, was it Timothy Chalamet, Taylor Swift, all these other people that are he's not Fat Joe no more. He's just old Joe now.
Thanks, Ozempic.
I know he's just like
He's
so
skinny Joe.
skinny, and I was like, that's so weird. It's just but all these people that are here, and it's just crazy because I didn't realize how many Knicks fans lived in San Antonio or came to San Antonio just to watch the game. It's just wild, and I was just like, but the main thing is that they're all kids. Like on the San Antonio Spurs, they've never been to the finals. Maybe, you got Harrison Barnes and Biombi and Plumlee that have been to the finals with their old teams, the Bucks, Golden State, Lakers, all them. So I mean, they are now in the spotlight now, and I feel like they're kind of jittery because they're anxious and they're ready to play their hardest. But what I saw was Wemby's not playing at his full potential.
I mean, I think like you said, right? It's their first time. It is nerve-wracking. There's a lot of celebrities. There's a lot on the
There's a
line.
lot riding on
And
this.
the Knicks haven't been in the playoffs since 1999, and we beat them.
Then before
So,
that, they haven't won
right,
in 50 years.
right. So there's a lot for them to prove to their fans, which how they have fans when they don't lose. I mean, when they don't win, but I mean, we have Cowboys fans, so I get it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, but there's also a lot for us to prove too, and as a young team. So I think it's gonna be a good series.
Oh, sure.
So I'm super excited for game two because I think
Now we kind of know what we need to do.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Popovich probably went down there and like
I need some nasty.
yes, literally fucking rip them a new
Oh, yeah.
and so I think they're gonna come back strong because like they did with OKC. He went down, I think it was game three when they lost, and he went down to the locker room and yelled at all of them. And what did they do game four?
Oh, they
Like
smashed them.
20-point lead. Like
It was awesome.
yeah.
And I agree. And I tell people, I'm like, you know what? Who did the Knicks actually play? They're playing in the East. They played, and they weren't even the top seed. They were like number 4. And then of course we played OKC, and they had the MVP of the league and won a championship last year.
Yeah.
So honestly, when they were emotional after that win, people were like, "Oh, like they didn't even win a championship." I'm like, it was technically a championship game
Yeah.
because they are the champs and we were the second seed. And then the Knicks, I mean, we're just kind of like yes, Jalen Brunson is their Wemby caliber player. Like they depend on him. They need him. If you didn't see game one, that dude was on one. Even when he looked like he was injured in the beginning, he came back because he knew I can't be injured because I need to. Because if I'm down, then my team's not going to win.
Yeah, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's giving like a.
It gives that kind of vibe.
Yeah, but it's also like, but we have such a good team.
We have a lot of depth.
We love Wimby. I love Wimby. He's fantastic, but
He's
we
so
don't.
down to earth.
But they do well without him. So is he a fantastic asset? Of course,
Yeah.
but I think we could still win. God forbid, right? Like if he was around,
Right.
Like we're so good.
Yeah, we're still good.
Yeah.
I mean, Dylan Harper, his dad's Ron Harper. He used to play with the Bulls and won 5 championships with them. So his dad could tell him a little bit of like, hey, this is what happened. This is what I did. And then, of course, his brother played with Boston, his twin. Did you know that Stephen Castle's dad played with Tim Duncan at Wake Forest? Yeah, they had a picture of his dad playing forward with Tim Duncan.
That's cool.
So I feel like this is predestined.
Mhm.
This was already we're ready to we like he was like when they won the championship with UConn, he was like, if Spurs take me, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go because my dad knows one of the greatest uh centers, forwards in the game, the big fundamental, Tim Duncan. And then you have these other players like everybody loves Carter Bryant. He got the baby face.
He's cute.
I mean, he just smiles and everything brightens up.
Yeah.
That kid can play, and he should have won that dunk contest. And then of course you got Vassell. Vassell's been there as long as Keldon Johnson. And Keldon Johnson, he's from Virginia, but he has a ranch here in San Antonio, and he's a real cow.
I did not know.
Yeah, he has livestock, and he also grows vegetables and corn.
It's cool.
Yeah, when he won 6 Man of the Year, he was just going to practice like normal with his cowboy hat, boots, and everybody was wearing cowboy hats, and they're like, "Congratulations, Keldon, you won 6 Man of the Year." He's like, "That was the greatest time of my life,"
Oh.
because he has been with the Spurs in rebuilding times since 2019, and he just been nothing but a big brother to these players. And even when Sochan was here, now he's a Knick. But you know what? I mean, Sochan helped so much with trying to build these young men to be in a caliber team. And now we're here. And as a Spurs fan, and I know Natasha as well, we're used to winning. We've been winning since last century. So I mean, even Pop is the most winning coach in the NBA under him and Phil Jackson.
Mhm.
They're basically right there. And then even the coaches right now, Mike Brown with the Knicks, and then you got uh, Johnson, Coach Johnson. They're all under Popovich. And even Kerr, who's the Golden State Warrior coach,
Mhm.
another coach that was under, and he played for the Spurs and the Bulls. So I mean, there's just so much influence that the Spurs have had
Yeah.
on all the NBA.
No, for sure.
And so now we're here and we're just trying to win another championship, the race for Sace. Even though we're not the same team from 2014 that won the 5 championships, it's still the brand.
Yeah.
And outside they're just like the race for rings, but since our culture is Hispanic primarily, the race for states, but not a lot of people speak Spanish outside here. So they're saying outside the race for the rings, but in Texas it's the race for states. So we're all here and we're like building on the culture,
Yeah.
trying to do great things. And you know what? The Spurs do a lot for the community as well. They teach the kids how to play ball. They host a youth league. They've opened a lot of parks. The Rock, have you been to the Rock? Hey, if you want to watch the game, the Rock is a great place to watch it. You got to bring chairs, but hey, they got drinks out there. They got a lot of activities for the kids. They also, I think, the Frost Center, when the Spurs end up going to New York, they're doing the viewing party at Frost Center. So go online, and then if you register, you can get tickets.
Yeah, but you have to do it fast because
Yeah,
they
let's
tried
bring
to
up.
do it. I literally did it at 7 a.m. the next morning. They were gone, and I was numbered like 10,000
Oh my God.
online.
Did you try for the next game?
Yes. Yeah, and they were gone. So
See, guys, I mean, honestly, like we don't mess around with our Spurs. And then, of course, if you're looking for merchandise, you can definitely find it at anywhere at the academy, lids. But if you're here in San Antonio, you can go to the pool guy, guys. Get your jersey. Like Natasha, if you could pull that jersey behind you real quick and just show them this is a Wemby jersey that was created. It's a different type of jersey. See that? It's different colors. Fiesta colors. Oh my God. I mean, you can find a lot of these things on the Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot of pop-up events coming up. It's you can definitely get anything out there. You can get the military jersey, you can get the SATX, was it I think it was like All American Home Night. And then they have the retro jerseys. Like I think one of my favorite jerseys is when we had the All-Star game here in San Antonio, and Michael Jordan came, and they had the jalapeno on it. Well, I'm gonna have to bring it out one day, but yeah, so that was the All-Star game in I think it was 1994. So that was when Robinson was part of the Spurs, and Pop wasn't even the coach yet.
Oh wow.
So honestly, this was like this was pre-dynasty. But these are the jerseys that were turquoise and pink and orange. And I was just like, man, if we can remake those, but then do it like the Spurs way, it'd be a perfect. Perfect.
Alright.
But honestly, here in San Antonio, I mean, we're doing the Pride Month, and it's also playoffs for us, the finals for all the teams that are out there that are enjoying their fishing in summer. Hey, watch! This is going to be one of the most viewable finals these years to come since I think since LeBron James started becoming one of the top, and when the Spurs won in 2014. I mean, honestly, these are going to be the most watched finals.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it might just be me, but I just feel like the NBA is like creating a story, and they're like kind of like pushing it to be as they're gonna see how far these teams can go. And I mean, with OKC with the refs, it was crazy. And then now we're coming up to playing in New York. Who wants to go to the Garden? Man, I don't know. I'm scared of New Yorkers because they are rude. They they are hecklers, and they're just nasty. Like I just don't. I mean, look, guaranteed you saw that the Spurs fan that went on the court and took a picture, and I just like better not ruin the energy, man. I'm like, damn, it made us look bad. And then they're like, yeah, that's all the Edgars. And then all the honk. What do you think about how everybody's doing the honking? Do you think people should be more responsible and like, or do you feel like they're just they're just really excited because they were winning?
Well, obviously excited, right? It's a time to be excited, but do it responsibly. So I think what's happening on military is not responsible.
You heard about those kids that
Right. And
R.I.P.
yes,
R.I.P.
it's very sad because then we went the other day when we were on Commerce,
Yeah,
way different. Like, yeah, people are still super excited and they're still kind of hanging on their cars, but it wasn't excessive. It wasn't,
not like
I
this
didn't,
on South military.
yeah, I didn't feel unsafe. I mean, we had a great time and that was it. So it's like, I don't think that taking it to that extent, like, why are people fighting? Why are they like super fucked up? Why do they have their kids out there?
Right.
Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. I get it. It's exciting, but like, you can also be excited home or go to Converse,
Right.
or just stop doing things that are not safe.
That are not safe.
Right.
It was funny. Somebody had posted. They're like, "I'm here in Leon Valley, and nobody's.
Yeah.
It's quiet. You just hear it cricket."
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I had went to New Braunfels because I had to pick up a T-shirt for my sister because she started watching sports. I'm like, I looked at her. I'm like, when did you start to watch Spurs? And then she's like, well, and then her friend or maid of honor from when she got married, she got her into watching the Spurs, and I'm like, so proud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because like I'm like, Daddy, if you can only see her now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and I got her this little Hello Kitty Spurs shirt, and she's gonna like be wearing it for the playoffs.
I love.
Her birthday is June 8th, So she's gonna be celebrating it this weekend. Definitely be safe this weekend. You might see her at round one, the bowling arcade place at North Star.
Oh yeah,
So they have karaoke rooms in there
yeah.
apparently.
Yes.
So they want to rent that out. So you might see us sing terribly out there. But no, yeah, there's a lot of things to do. I mean, go to St. Mary Street. So many bars you can go to, so many different types of music. Brass Monkey's always a fun vibe. Um, you know, uh, we all Midnight Swim, Tycoon Flats if you like a little more country feel. They got food there, a lot of food trucks, tacos, pizza, a lot of great things. Paper Tiger.
Well, my thing is like I like to stay close to home
Oh,
because
of
like
course.
I know there's a lot of people. I don't want to be downtown, but I
Oh
want to be
God,
around a lot of
especially these
people.
days.
Right. So like I stay close to home. Also because it's like if we're drinking, Ubers cost nothing. You know what I mean? If you're like a couple blocks away,
Yeah.
there's bars everywhere in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Everyone's having a watch party. So just find one that's close to you to be safe. If you know you're gonna go like wild and crazy.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's mine. Just be safe.
Yes. And if you're on different parts of the city, I can tell you, if you're by the north side, I can tell you there's Cap 1604, there's Kung Fu Saloon, by 1604. And then if you keep going down, you got Little Woodrow's off of Live Oak. You got 502 Bar. You got also pool halls
I
at
mean,
Facet
yeah,
East.
there's little Woodrow's here on Stone Oak.
Stone Oak, yes.
There's Slackers.
Slackers is always fun.
There's Sideliners.
Sideliners, yes, definitely. If you like volleyball,
Yeah,
yeah. Evil Olive is another great one. If you are out there by like let's say 35, heading out of San Antonio, there's also the Break.
okay.
I've heard of that place is very cool. They got a lot of screens. Of course, one of the last Mr. Gaddy's is out there too. There's just so many things, and if you're on the south side, you already got so many choices. RJ's. You also got was it Rooster's Backyard. A lot of great places. And then downtown, well, forget about it. I mean, you're just gonna be stuck in traffic. And they got the Please Rewind, and then they closed down Pat O'Brien's. So sad. I mean,
King.
that was like one of my first piano bars.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, I remember like we're doing a lot of Billy Joel songs, and of course you got to do Journey, and everybody's just singing, happy drunk, and it was just a great time. Out the Moon is the next best thing. Next to that, Hard Rock, then of course Riverwalk in the Pro, like you were saying. What do you think about the Stable Hall? Have you been there, Stable Hall?
I have.
It's really
Yeah, it
nice.
is. I went to a concert there a year ago. No. Yeah,
Right.
something like that.
It's like one of the newest places to go to.
I like it because it's small.
Yes.
So
It's
I don't
personal.
think there's a bad seat. Well, not that there's seats, but like there's not a bad
That area.
like, right. Like no matter what you're gonna see, you're gonna hear like yeah, so you're
It's a good little sound stage.
yes,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah. So I know that in Pride Month, there's supposed to be like a parade happening sometime. I know I'm gonna post it online on the Domination page for all my Pridesters out there, all LBGTQ community. Events if you're looking to do. I know other than it's Pride Month, talking about everybody, that is part of LBGTQ. Doing I'm gonna also have like business owners and people that are hopefully in the government that we can talk to, talk about programs if you're part of that, maybe if you're looking for information or how that, you can find help, definitely want to post it out there because, I mean, the LGBTQ community is just like any other minorities, like we're all here trying to have a living, show our culture, and love one another.
Yeah.
I mean, this shouldn't be something that is, that you should be persecuted for, or made to feel different. We're all people, we're all human beings, and we're just trying to find love. and it's hard. It's hard because I feel like back in the day it was simple because they were simple minded and we were hiding who we were or who we think we are. And then now it's like everybody's minds are expanded and it's a little bit more acceptable. And I'm glad it's like more acceptable because I think people can be a little bit more happier, even though we're in a time that's very difficult. You know, at least we can find love and pursue our own happiness. At least that over all the suffering that I mean, the gas prices suffering, food prices suffering, um, the what's going on in the world in the Middle East, Gaza, Israel, China. But remember, on domination, we're here to support each other, not only the community, but as a nation. And we want to do the best we can and be the better people that we should be, more modern, more accepting, more loving, and not keep ourselves in the box. We need to be outside the box and be more better, be personnel to each other. Do you have anything like to mention to the viewers before we leave here today and go watch Spurs beat the Knicks?
Ooh,
Any kind of like information that you want to like give out or
yeah,
leave off on?
yeah. I mean, just love that new bird and go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go indeed. Gotta definitely put the go Spurs and that's domination. This is a big Friday. I hope it's a great time here. Domination. Go dominate.